before I go on, some of you may be thinking, so I weight that leg, now I weight this leg. Nope, you don't have to. You have to make sure the character goes back into its bind pose though. So I'm going to check my right toe over here, make sure that's flat. And if you want to destroy all the animation on it, select it over here, right click, break connections, and that will destroy all the animation. Or you can do right click, delete selected. That also does the same thing. So now he's at his bind pose. Select the mesh, go to skin, mirror skin weights, option box. We're going to do YZ. We're going to go from negative to positive, so this needs to be unchecked. Closest, ray, closest. These are all fine. And I think that's the normal setting. If we hit reset, yeah. Hit apply. Now if we move this leg, the weighting is already done. Yay! I love that feature. Takes off half the work. Let's go to the, select the mesh, and I'm going to delete the animation off this lower part first. So let's turn off the ability to select everything but the controls. These don't really matter. Select the lower part. I want to hold down shift, double click, which highlights everything. Or if you can come over here, select all these, right click, delete selected. Nope, doesn't work because there's no keys on it. Maybe if I drop a key on it. Delete selected. There we are. Oh, all the keys are still there. Alright, so you can either right click and delete them individually if that's easier for you. You can hold down shift, left click and drag to select all these. And then right click and hit delete. The other one is you hold down shift, double click, and it highlights everything. And then you can hit delete. So there should be no more animation. Take my pelvis, stomach, chest. Don't do chest. We didn't build it. Don't do chest 3. There's already keys on these guys, so I'm going to drop a key at the halfway points. Take my pelvis. I need a key here. Pull that way, and then the other way. We get a little wobble there, as you can see. Could be a little bit better. And let's go to frame 60 to pelvic thrust. Okay. Let's select the mesh. And wait. Uncheck the pin. Now I want my pelvis, my stomach, and my chest. And let's pin that. So I'm going to start with my chest first. Let's go to add 100%, and let's paint this lower area out. The rib cage is one massive piece that has little deformation when it comes to joints. If you're moving into muscle systems, then that's a little different. I'm not going over that. For 2 reasons. I don't have the time, and I never learned that. So, there's the upper arm. Again, you don't have to do this side. Here's my stomach. I'm going to hit my stomach right here with that, so it's a little bit more even. Sometimes I do it all the way around. And now we're going to try to smooth this area out. So let's go to the pelvis. Actually, stomach first. I'm going to kind of smooth into here. Smooth a little bit lower. Let's see some smoothing. I'm trying to stay away from my hip area, just kind of stay in this top area here. I'm going to go to my pelvis and I'm going to smooth it up. So back to the stomach, and I'll hit a little bit up here. Because this is the rib cage area, it shouldn't be affected too much. Let's go back to the chest. I'm going to smooth down. So I'm just getting this gray area. So the midsection now, if you select the stomach, is more gray than white. Now let's check the pelvis first. Since we have here, as you kind of see, this section needs a little bit more love. Let's just hit the smooth button in here. That's working very well. Shrink the tool down. I want this to, I don't know which way I want this to go. So let's go to add very little. Okay, that's good. I want it to go up. That's what I didn't know where I want, which direction I want it to go, but I didn't know which one to add it to. And you kind of see I'm just kind of painting the motion now. A little test run. And that's working pretty well now. To kind of crank that hip up. Let's kind of go the other way. Kind of natural motion, but it works. And then the pelvic thrust. I'm only viewing this side. Alright. So the pelvis is working very well. If you want, we can mirror the weighting over right now. Skin mirror weights option. You see the double head. Hit apply. It keeps the settings from before. Now it looks good on the side-to-side shifts. So that's the stomach. Now let's get the chest. I'm going to take my pelvis control. Let's delete the animation off of it. I'm going to hold down Shift, go all the way through, delete it, zero it back out, take the chest, lean forward, lean back, and then tilt to the side. Paint weight. Looks like my chest should have a little bit more influence in this area. So I'm going to go to add, paint this in. This motion is a little unnatural because it's just the top part of the chest moving. That's working well. Again, I'm just going to put a little bit back on the stomach. Back needs a little love. tilt them the other way, see how that compresses. The compression can be a little bit better. Alright. Going back to the neutral position. Let's mirror the weighting over. And apply. Now I'm going to select both stomach pieces. Let's delete the animation. Now when we bend them in, the stomach compresses very well. And again, that stomach is very gray because it's affected by so many things. A little pull there. We haven't gotten to the head yet. Side to side stretch. That's looking good. Let's see how much more time we have, but I might go straight to the head. The arms work very similar to the hips and chest area, so just kind of like the hip. It's basically hips coming off, and the fingers are individual. They're almost like the chest. So the head's a little bit more complicated, and there's better ways to tackle the head than just kind of how we've been working before. I do kind of paint it all white, and then I kind of pull things off. You'll see coming up. Save the scene. F10.